My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, see them yopo.
In court, not to speak on it. Why? How did we get to this point? How say and the Attorney General also no mumusha say Ghana emra ye disuma bibiano onu momu e de mra no e tata Ghana lawyers. Endra me ka kire mo the Attorney General Godfrey Dame Yetiana Godfrey Dame ka kire say or the Aisha Huang akọ court. Na court no the Aisha Huang akọ no. The whole thing is that waka kire court to say court angeli Aisha Huang. Remember, see you be ko gina court a enye judge no and decided in fear I was nipa kumu nipa na odi eye kromfo ne ban your friend the prosecutor in Ghana no say ya che kromfo na police di che kromfo ana emra ne che kromfo a eye Attorney General na Ghana for lawyer it technically Attorney General na the prosecutor it ono na prosecutor ono na chere judge ne say judge ye Ghana for me na me Ghana for lawyer penyini me na sebio ya che Aisha Wanga ye say member pre ema ye muanefo intime bidigana fo enim de mpesa me kacha wo judge ne say masem we ya me gina so nti e wo sa wo de Aisha Huang ekoshem mfie dunum ana say efie duasa me gina samra we so ene mra we so nti Aisha Huang no jail no say ye de obi ko gina court a judge no to no ono oni eye bibia te say predetermined idea say be jail we 20 years oni bi eye the case the prosecutor will make. And that's be the basic CID no jina court na or say ya che kronfo we ko wi abe me na me CID na ya de asem no bre me am di chirechihwe mu no jj we wi abe we wi ango intifani ko hyem infiedu into majority of the time no the prosecution another prosecutor ono na kire judge ni say me ngina so nie adekudie ntem pesa wo de asemesi ko hyem infiedu no enie enti sa wote say aban sebio wote say Aisha Huang jailing 4 years Attorney General of Ghana ono na ka kire court ana judge ne say wona wonimu mra nanso oba Ghana mra ye gina so no kire say Aisha Huang abokro no we kunipa wa garam say we wia no ho afri Ghana say wia no ho aba wa ma Ghana fo mebunu wa sensuo nipa ewu enti wo judge mesraw me na me ye de mbranimfo a me hwe Ghana sebio mra so eba legal issues a enti for Aisha Huang tum infie sei ana say infie sei in the send ade chi na say ye court na say ka say ye jeli Aisha Huang 4 years a eno na eye Attorney General epe amaye ebi I want say the American say see ye jeli Aisha Huang 4 years a it is what the our lawyer, that is the Attorney General, that is what they were seeking for. Inti I was here to say Aisha Huang ye jeli 4 years eye Ghana lawyer paying a friend Godfrey Dame the okache judge ni say openo ena nsaka ko judge de otena konwuma otie de sebio yesi wakodi bone ene nipa sebio o kire se wedi bone wo so komu fie judge ntena won ka se mabetena se intasimesi de obekom 30 years does not work like that emra wo ho a yehwe enti se lawyer panyini abegina court for all these months now at the end of the day ye jail Aisha Huang 4 years e kire se emra lawyer panyini gina so ka kire judge se fa bua we for and into Aisha Huang, you're jailing 4 years. Ain't nobody should say, Judge Bitiwo, Judge Pabonini, fine. I don't want to think for the judge. But Judge, the debate the nimuno, or way no, and ojina so ebua fono. Into the Attorney General also blame no for Aisha Huang 4 years, you're jailing. So we are going now say, hey, then Aisha Huang there 4 years to pay. Obiako Yabanchi, you're jailing 80 years, you're jailing 15 years. Attorney General Godfrey Dame and also Ubusano. You need to ask the Attorney General how they came by that, how they could not convince, they could not convince the judge to make sure that Aisha Huang basically is jailed 25 years. It was I say Dana Attorney General who is supposed to know all the things that Aisha Huang has done, the damage, the future damage, the present and future damage. Ghanaian or Ghana as a country, we cannot deal with it for the next 50 years. What will make a Ghanaian who is also an Attorney General, what will make him say, I just want Aisha Huang to go to jail for 4 years, whilst Ghanaians who are involved in the same act have been jailed for 25 years, have been jailed for 15 years. So Obebusan say, what kind of rule and our law and the Attorney General is using? Is the Attorney General being selective anytime somebody is arrested? Or share be a nipan sika or nipan color, nipan influence, and sana wabono and a charge na? Because from what we saw in the Aisha Huang conviction, and I say ni jail no 4 years 6 months no attorney general and suggest say emrachre say or say Aisha Huang to 4 years 6 months. Nobody should blame anybody. In fact, I don't want anybody to blame the judge. The judge now to no the attorney general pay and the man no, and attorney general the mraba and the betcher say we na me pay. You get what I mean? Inti when you see adechi enda no pa the attorney general na endra me board the tape chirem hana after the prosecution and after the jailing of Aisha Huang, the deputy Bekache Ghana for said they are satisfied. So attorney general and a lawyer pay you Bekache say yeah the asimesi akojina court and a judge ni say asimesi also ko dem fiedu na say lawyer pay you be jina bontene wiase nyina ka say yakoma ato yeyema. It means say case or yeah free day one at the board nes na samo ho bra e di jina so me jeli Aisha Huang no oji sa case di oji sa statement di oji sa process di oji sa investigation and evidence di and until say nakoma Atoniyem. It is the attorney general right after quarter. I Busan say, oh, judgment in the saying this is what the attorney general said.
Yes, we are satisfied. You know, this offense was committed before 2019, that was between 2015 and 2017, and the law then was that the maximum sentence should be 5 years. So, having been studied for over 12 months, based on a constitutional provision on the, which imposes a duty on the judge to consider the number of years a person has spent in custody, we think that 4 years 6 months is reasonable in the circumstance. She's someone that has gotten her name in the media a lot. Today, she's come to the end of the road. We're able to successfully prosecute
So
her.
this is the attorney general, the deputy, or say they are satisfied. They are satisfied because one, the Aisha Huang kojina court charges the board and say why galamsi are saying you say asase ama nipa bi crash romunka enkwa from what she did. Two, Aisha Huang eba Ghana ha no kuta fake passport ekuta no na enye passport papa no dibe wura krum ha. 3, Aisha Huang at the end of the day or your fake marriage ewo Ghana or bedada Ghana aban se waware ewo krum ha abra na eyetro. Aisha Huang akwa fake passport. Omkeka we nyina boma attorney general ni wie no ka che say they are satisfied obonia so say sa boni Aisha Huang di we nyina fake passport no at the end of the day no or akwa fake passport a sebio enya ne dia o say enya dia odi ni din share so a odi di boni di tu kwan no attorney general say they have looked at that. They have looked at Aisha Huang being involved in illegal mining. They have looked at Aisha Huang being involved in fake marriage, and they have also looked at Aisha Huang's the actions, you know, the repercussions of the actions. Or yeah, galamse or Ghana no, the insuna ye, the assassina ye, nipa omunumunso ewunde no. The attorney general so consider sanyoba we nyina na ohun say yama Aisha Huang 4 years no. Na kuma atoni yem enra and attorney general kasa mucho. So this is what the attorney general was seeking, and at the end of the day, the attorney general says the court gave him, or gave the institution, or gave Ghana what we wanted. Now, we are Ghana in our shemia. Sa charge amabobo si nyina at Aisha Huang ekosi ya Ghana ye de to no so say e was say ye twena so at attorney general say sa we nyina e kaboma e was okodem mfie nan we are Ghana ufili sen. Oya share say Ghana ni ene be illegal mining ebotuo esensuo esensase. Ghana ni ena the same Ghana ni ena oye den obeye fake marriage ewo krum ha edidi bone edisesa sankrata. The same Ghana ni ena tira krum ha eye den at the end of the day otina krum ha esa eye oba krum ha illegally ode enkrata or secure passport, fake passport, edi wura Ghana illegally. Sa nyoma we nyina we sure say Ghana ni ba asantini ba otufo na oti asantimemu sebi odwen so nimnyansa chen obi na ye che ne ko a. So why sa nyoma ni nyina we sure say sa Ghana ni no anke be jeli no mfie 9 bosom nsia. Do you think that Ghanaian would have been jailed 4 years 6 months? And these are some of the questions some people are call law school. Oma widra ewo dian emremu enso aye oma dwene se omo be kire oma dwene. Now ma meka bibi nkyerɛw. Se case wo court a sebio ye mremu anase ewiase amai bebre sumre mu no or different country their law says when there's a case in court or pending to not to be basically charged with contempt, you stay away from that case. Because you stay away, it will not be wise for you to sit on TV or radio to discuss that case because it's an ongoing case. Maybe there are some evidence the prosecutor or prosecution is holding on to, and maybe because your utterances a bit to me SQ as some maybe there's a statement you can make. It can make a witness panic not to even show up in court to be a witness. It can also, at the end of the day, help the accused, or it can even confuse a jury. So that is why it is very wise, advisable, not to speak on pending cases. Now, a yes baby anywhere say dear some way, not a judge because me dear some bua sama. Ubetuma catch you, say mama and discuss ya some. The day the judge comes out with his judgment, it is open. You be a case now, it has been unlocked. Every single person on this planet can pick that document, read and criticize it. When you criticize a judgment, when you criticize a process, it does not mean at the end of the day you have tainted it. You are also somebody. Supreme Court, Appeals Court, there's a word called review. So okodi asem kra court Supreme Court. Supreme Court no kwampo say they have the brains in the world when it comes to legal matters. They do review of cases. If we say they are humans, they can make an error. They can judge a case and later they will realize that they made a mistake in the interpretation of a law or a particular part of the law. And in Mremu Krampono, there's something called review. American Supreme Court, they review cases. That means they are admitting that they are not God. They are not perfect. They are humans who can make mistakes. Now, yesterday, after the Attorney General going to court and seeking for 4 years, 6 months as what we Ghanaians want, and in Sakariano, Adianchi, sorry, and the same Attorney General has come out to say, AG 6 more jail term for Aisha Huang. Vows to appeal judgment. Yes, Attorney General, and the sorry, I was said Abi. Asamno na timunti no. Sesiano, or pesa or sako court biem. Na okopre se Aisha Huang no in fear and 9 years for being count. The question you need to ask yourself and say, what will make an Attorney General who has been standing in court for months and years in less than 24 hours turn around and tell us to say, as samana ye die sika shemu, your resources as a government taxpayer what made him in less than 24 hours after securing a judgment say he wants to go back and appeal the judgment which he says is favorable, and the judgment they say is there, it is understandable and they've accepted it. A day remember Attorney General in 24 hours change his mind and say, I want to go and appeal. Make up pray more years. Ama Aisha Huang mana demache. A day. Then it means to say the Attorney General has realized, say, there is something that he has done that is not right. The Attorney General has realized that at the end of the day, he has lied to us Ghanaians. And Godfrey Dame, instead of him to apologize, instead of him to come out and humbly tell us he has been a fool and that he has followed money, he has basically been selective. He has basically chosen a Chinese over Ghana, our environment, what our waters, our vegetation, whatever, our lives. Instead of him coming out to say, I am resigning because at the end of the day, I did not put Ghana ahead of this Aisha Huang.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.